Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a little heart to heart, as you can see by the title. I'm sorry in advance for Jake's whining. I have him here because some people asked some questions about him. Mainly this video is because I want to become more engaged with all of you, and I feel kind of like, I don't know, I'm not getting as much feedback or comments as I kind of want to, and it's not really for vain purposes like, oh, you know, I'm getting so many comments. It's like more like I feel kind of a disconnect from my audience, and it's kind of, I put up these videos but I get no comments on it, no feedback, no questions, nothing like that. And I did recently post a poll on my YouTube, and when it comes to votes I get like some good feedback, but when it comes to comments I don't really get anything. I got 3 comments on that, and one of them was from my friend. Thank you, Lizzie, for commenting. But I will get to those questions at the end of this because I really appreciate that people did take the time to ask me some questions, because I wanted to do a Q&A, but it's really not enough to really make a whole video. And so I kind of want to make this video just, I know it's about not getting comments, but I'm hoping that people will comment on this video just with their thoughts about my channel in general. I have around 5k subscribers, and I know it's not about numbers because I've seen people who have way less than that and they get comments, you know, a lot from their audience. So I kind of want to know what it is about my channel specifically that maybe I'm not getting as much feedback from everyone. I want to know if like maybe I have too monotone of a voice. I mean, I can't do much about that, but this is the way I speak. So I can't really change that much, but like, is my content not really that great? Do I need to do more editing? Things like that, you know. One YouTuber that I actually really look up to a lot, and she's kind of the reason that I got back into serious YouTubing, is Kaylin Nicholson, and of course I'll leave her link in the description, even though she'll never see this, but you know, just kind of give her a little shout out because she has such amazing editing and she's very engaging, and she posts like 3 times a week, which is insane. I can barely post 1 time a week, but that also has to do with I'm not really getting much, like, I'm not getting very many ideas from my audience, from you guys, and sometimes I just can't come up with something that I want to talk about or make a video about. So it's like, it helps a lot when you have an audience who is giving you ideas and you can make videos for them as well as yourself, and I really want that from all of you guys. And I know that on some of my videos I've gotten a lot of comments, like my anxiety videos and things like that, that kind of resonates with people. So I just want more of just a connection. And I started YouTube. I've had this YouTube channel for I think maybe 4 years, and I only really recently started getting into it a lot more, maybe about 2 years ago, that I started actually trying to keep up with some kind of schedule. I've had difficulty here and there just because I procrastinate a lot, or like I said, I don't really have many ideas. And he just looks, I just saw him in the viewfinder, he just looks so weird without his head popping up. But anyways, so one of the reasons I started YouTube was so that I could have like a community of my own, and just one that we could bounce off of each other, and videos that are kind of more about mental health or self-care, you know, just to give tips and help each other out, and just to see people really enjoying the videos that I make. The videos that I do make, I tend to just kind of do a free-flowing kind of thing like this. I have kind of an outline, but I tend to ramble and say things that aren't in my notes or things like that. So I want to know maybe if I should start scripting my videos a little bit more, if that would make it easier. I also say a lot, and like, and so. I don't know, I have a big problem with that, and I talk too fast to be able to edit them all out properly. So like this again, and every time I'm going to catch myself now I'm going to be like, wow. So it's hard for me to edit those kind of things out, and I think it kind of looks maybe unprofessional. I'm really not sure. I'm really not sure about this whole YouTube thing. I watch other people all the time, but I don't really want to like make myself like them, because I am myself and I want to make videos that are resonating with me and my audience that I'm, you know, projecting to. So this is kind of like a little plea that I hope you guys will comment on this video and give me criticisms, and keep in mind that there is a difference between criticisms and being mean. You don't have to yell at me that I'm boring or something. Just please tell me ways that I can improve, and to maybe get you guys commenting a bit more and asking questions or just anything really. I try to answer or comment back on most of the comments that I get. I try my best to at least put a like on them if I can. Sometimes YouTube doesn't alert me, and maybe it'll alert me like way later, or I'll look on the computer and go to the community tab like on my channel and see that people have been commenting, and sometimes it just doesn't tell me, so I can't comment back right away. But at the same time, I'm not used to getting comments, so I don't look all the time, and the most comments I've ever gotten is on that cleaning video I made 2 years ago, and most of them are pretty nasty, so that's not exactly the kind of community that I want. And so if you guys really just, if you could put criticisms or any ideas that you want to see from me, I will try to improve my editing and my content just so that you guys enjoy it more. And I really just want to know, I mean, maybe why you came to my channel, what's making you stay, what can I do more of so that you want to watch my videos more. That is my little plea to you guys, that please, I want to have more engaging process on YouTube, if that makes any sense. I don't think process is the word I'm looking for, but anyways, now that I've gotten all of that out of the way, just kind of poured a little bit from my heart to you guys, I will answer the questions that I did get on my poll, because like I said, I really appreciate those who left a comment on me. And Jake is only here because a couple of them were about him, so now you can just get a view of his butt, because he is a butt and he doesn't like to pose on camera for some reason. I'm just gonna have my phone here so that I can read the comments that are on my poll here. The first one is from Liz Has Metal Forever. She says, "Hello, I'm a new subscriber. I wanted to ask, what are some things you do to help your anxiety? I can be socially awkward sometimes, which makes it hard for me to make friends. Love your channel." Thank you very much, Liz. And I did make a anxiety video about all my stuff, and I will still answer your question though. I don't tend to have panic attacks, things like that, but I do have a big problem with talking first and making friends. But the kind of thing that I try to remember is that even if they don't become a friend, usually, like, depending on the situation, but usually if you talk to someone or if they react negatively, whatever, you probably won't ever see them again. And if they're in school or something like that, yeah, it's kind of hard. But just remember, you know, if they react negatively to you, it's not your fault. They have some kind of issue with themselves. And I just try to remember that most people in general are going to be nice, and you know, if you ask them a question or compliment something, they're going to be nice back to you. And just keep that in mind, that sometimes your anxiety makes you think that, you know, you're going to talk to them and they're going to think you're so weird or stuff like that. But it really comes down to just calming your breath, you know. Even if you want to maybe rehearse what you're going to say, sometimes I do that when it comes to somebody I want to talk to, and it's kind of a good idea to rehearse, because I'll be honest, I didn't rehearse any of these answers that I'm giving, so it probably just sounds like a bunch of mush coming out of my mouth. I'm just looking at them and answering them kind of off the cuff. So I hope that it kind of helps what I said. Just keep your breath calm. When your breathing is erratic or your heart's beating fast, it makes your anxiety way worse. So just take a few breaths. Remember that if they're negative to you, there's something going on with them, and it's definitely not you, and you're not going to see them probably in a few months ever again, just depending on where the situation is. But really, you just need about 10 seconds of a little bit of courage to come up with a question or something that you want to talk to them about. And even if it doesn't necessarily end up how you want it to, maybe they don't become your friend or whatever, you have made some progress and you've been able to push yourself to talk to someone else. I hope that helped. I know it probably didn't make any sense and you're probably going to unsubscribe now, but either way, thank you very much for your question. And the next one is from my friend Lizzie, and she asks, do you brush Jake's teeth? And it's a very Lizzie question. I know that you guys don't really know her, but it's a very Lizzie question. But the answer to that is yes, I do brush Jake's teeth. I actually brushed his teeth yesterday and it was gross. He has really big jaws, so when I was brushing his teeth. It's hard to get to his bottom teeth and there's just drool everywhere. And then he sneezed because it was holding his muzzle and then slobber went all over me. So I don't really like brushing his teeth and he doesn't like to be brushed either, but he will sit still for me to hold open his mouth and brush them. And I just use a normal dog toothpaste, and I use actually a human toothbrush because I feel it's a lot easier than dog toothbrushes. I don't like how there's like 3 like nodules on them. I don't know. I don't like how it is. So I just use a human toothbrush and dog toothpaste, and it's not really fun. But he chews a lot on toys, so I don't have to brush his teeth as often because that helps his teeth a lot. And the last one is by Texas Sunflower 3, and they say, how long can you go without talking to people? As an introvert, I find sometimes I want to be quiet and sometimes not. Also, how old is Jake and what do you like to do together? Does he help your anxiety and is he your therapy pet? Can you take him to stores, etc.? So the first part of the question, how long can you go without talking to people? It kind of depends, because since I live at home with my parents, I kind of have to talk to them because it's like if I don't talk to them then it's kind of rude. But so I usually talk to someone every day, whether it's my mom or dad. But as far as other people go, it really depends on if I'm doing something. I do have Apex, the wolf sanctuary that I go to at least twice a week, so I have people that I talk to there. And mostly I do a lot of texting and instant messenger, but if I really didn't have anything to do or anyone around me, I could probably go like at least 3 or 4 days without talking to anyone, to be honest. Besides the usual if I go out and like go to Walmart or something and have to talk to a cashier. But I really could go a while because I do like silence and I like being just in my room. And I sometimes do go an entire day, not like an entire 24 hours, but like a whole day just being in my room and not talking to even my parents for a while, just because I like to be by myself. As you said in your comment, you know, sometimes you like to be quiet, and I do too. Sometimes I just like to just be by myself in my room, and sometimes I actually will get kind of annoyed if somebody tries to talk to me, which is kind of a bad habit, but it's true and it's, you know, just part of who I am. But for the most part, I do like talking to others, especially if I'm close to them, like my parents or, you know, my close friends. I like to have more deep conversations. I don't really like the whole just talking about the weather or whatever, because it makes me just not want to talk. Like if I'm not going to really say much that has purpose to it, I don't really like to say anything. And that's just how I am. Let me move on to the other questions you have here. How old is Jake and what do you like to do together? Jake will be 9 this year in June, and he was probably born around March, but I celebrate his birthday on June 1st, which is when I got him. And he's 9 years old. He's an old man now, but he's like, he doesn't even slow down at all. He's totally like the same that he used to be at like 2 years old. He sleeps a little bit more, but that's all. And we like to just hang out, usually like lay in my bed, and he is a big cuddler, so he'll cuddle up to me, especially since I got this heated blanket. Another thank you to Lizzie. She got me this blanket for Christmas, and I feel like he likes it way more than I do, and I really like it, so that's a huge deal. He also really likes to play with the different toys I have for him. Every month I get the Bully Make box, and he goes nuts over the toys in them. Mostly we like to just hang out and snuggle under the blanket and all that. And the last one is, does he help your anxiety and is he your therapy pet, or can you take him to stores? He's not my therapy pet, not officially or anything, and I don't take him out because I didn't socialize him enough when he was younger, so he doesn't like other dogs, so I'm always afraid that there's going to be another dog whenever I take him to a store. But I'll take him to Starbucks with me, or if I'm going through some other drive-thru, I'll take him with me once in a while in the car because he really loves car rides. So I take him in that sense, but I don't really take him to anywhere else. He's not really with me in places where I get anxiety, like school or different things, so he's not really my therapy pet. He's not calm enough to be a therapy pet. He has his own kind of weird anxiety, and he barks at everything that he hears outside, so he's not really the best therapy pet, but he is a huge snuggler, and that helps me when I'm just feeling frustrated or whatever, and just at home. He's not really an outside therapy pet, so in a way he is, but he's not officially. But either way, I like to ramble, and this is like probably one of the things that people don't like, and they don't like to comment because I just ramble instead of scripting out my videos like I probably should. But I really just like kind of free-flowing. But if people say in the comments more that I should probably prepare more for my videos, then I definitely will. That's gonna be it for this video. Thank you so much for sticking around, and if you did enjoy this video, please give me a like and also subscribe for more videos and hit that bell notification button so that you know when I upload. It's kind of different times right now because I haven't been able to get myself to nail down a schedule, but it's usually around Wednesdays if I can keep up with it. If not, you will be notified if you hit that little bell. And since this whole video is about commenting, please comment all the things that I've said before, any criticisms or things that will help me out, improve my channel, any ideas of things that you want to see me do in the future, and just why you came to my channel and what you do like about it, if anything. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!